My son was born on Roe v. Wade Day 4 years ago. I remember it. It was a Friday, and the march was going on in Washington for right to life, January 22nd. And as people were marching to protect the life of the unborn, my wife was in labor for our son, Jack Samuel. And having that moment, I've always been pro-life, but that moment when my son was born, my first child, as any parent will tell you, it changes you. And especially with the juxtaposition of fighting for the right of these children to live, it just radically altered my drive to work as much as I can in my small way against this heinous evil, and realizing that the murder of children completely undercuts the rights of the father. It completely negates the father's role, because a woman has a protected right to murder her child completely apart from the father of that child, against his will. And that's when this moment when my son was born showed me this menace in a new way, and how evil and how much this destroys the family, destroys the life of a child, destroys a mother in her motherhood, and destroys the father in his fatherhood. I read a story yesterday where in New Hampshire, a father was walking through the woods with his children, and a coyote came and attacked his 2-year-old child. And this father beat back the coyote and killed it with his bare hands. And that is the fatherly, protective spirit that needs to be aroused in men of God against this pernicious evil in American society and many other societies that is tearing apart the family, murdering children, and destroying motherhood and fatherhood. So let the men of God arise against this evil. Let us take up our cross to follow Jesus Christ and protect those who have no protection and no voice. Above all other issue, this issue is preeminent, is the most important. It is fundamental. So let us all say Hail Mary right now for the March for Life in Washington. We pray that many other marches continue to be replicated throughout the world, and that the countries who still have laws protecting the unborn may stand strong against the pressures of international organizations against them. And that especially, most especially, when our neighbor is in need, a woman or father, a mother, a child, especially pregnant women in the time of crisis, we may rise to their help, and they may feel the support that they may feel is missing, may feel alone, that we may rise to their support, to their help, so that they may not feel helpless and without a choice to choose this great evil in the face of the great joy of a child. So rise up, men of God. Rise up and fulfill your duty as protectors in society.